A mystery creature washes up on a South Georgia beach and it has everyone scratching their heads.
2 more whales were found dead in the past 2 days.
He was boating with his son when they came across this mystery creature.
That they have seen a monster coming up from the depths.
Oh my gosh, it was kind of like we saw a dinosaur.
Oh my gosh. Going downstream. I can't believe that. This is the best way.
Beaches are anything but boring. Playing host to unbelievable moments, they around the world bring an endless list of adventures.
No!
Which, if not filmed, would be hard to believe otherwise. This man got to witness one of the strangest things in the ocean.
My heart is beating so fast.
A whale standing vertically in the water.
I don't even know what to say.
Now I know that whales are known to sleep vertically.
I cannot.
But it was the first time a whale was spotted on the surface. Could this be to protect the calf?
And the little baby's just swimming around it. Is it?
Or do you have a better explanation? Let me know.
Look at it! That's a huge whale tail right in front of me!
What do you do when you spot one of the most venomous creatures from the sea? Definitely not what this guy did.
Come on, mate, hop on the shell. Just want to show the beautiful people at home what you look like.
Otherwise, you too will get what he did.
Look how crazy! Just shot!
Diving into the ocean, this swarm of birds indicates one thing, that there is a school of fish swimming on the surface. This group of tourists got lucky to witness the incredible sight. Fishing is all fun and games until you get to see the real horrors it brings.
Hold on to me.
Like it did for this guy. This marlin knew that there was no other way to avoid the fisherman than this. And this is what she exactly did.
No!
She headbutted the man, and he barely escaped an overboard fall. Not always planning an attack, these reptilians sometimes exhibit unpredictable behaviors, as seen in this case when a float made way for the boat. This is what hours of training do to you. It allows you to swim with one of the ace predators of the Everglades. No matter how much of an expert you are, one can never outpace the apex predators of the ocean. This is how the marine life workers managed to get the whale back into the environment. And with the increasing number of strandings each day, I must say it is the most efficient way too. Chasing the boat wasn't surprising, so the dolphin decided to take a leap of faith. And landed right onto the boat. It sure was a strange experience, but the people successfully managed to send it back into the water.
Be all right. I'm gonna get some help.
Truly magical is how I would like to explain this event.
Yeah, bro.
It happened at the Californian beach recently, where bioluminescent algae covered the entire beach. This means glowing with each step on sand.
Oh wow.
Like that's like.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
Fisherman faces off with a great white shark as it breaches.
I'm going to the box.
Turning his paddle into a toothy target in the waters of Port Augusta, South Australia. This man spotted a sea turtle stranded upside down on an Aussie beach and jumped straight out of the boat to help him.
It's still alive! It's still alive!
And there he was, turned over and ready to return back into the ocean.
Hey!
A man in China, on his regular day at a beach, spotted this bizarre humanoid creature. Resembling a miniature human and seemingly moving its limbs, the creature caught on camera has sparked speculation. While many believe it to be an actual sea monster, the truth of its identification remains a mystery. A perfect mess with the wrong opponent's moment captured on camera. This Komodo dragon made the biggest mistake to prey on a sea turtle and now had to live with a never-ending misery for the rest of his life. This video shows an incredible rescue that happened off the coast of Italy. A couple of divers spotted a sperm whale entangled in a fishing net and instantly went for help. It took them a couple of minutes, but they were finally able to rescue the poor whale. This drone managed to capture a rare species of dolphin, a Risso's dolphin, and not only was it rare, but it was a battered dolphin that shows various signs of surviving predatory attacks. There was a squid disguising underneath that murky water. And this guy seems to know this. Even if only for a second, he successfully managed to grab the predator and then let it go. A beachgoer stumbled upon this rare, more than 2-meter-long squid. Where people believe that marine pollution is the one behind the strandings of these colossal creatures, experts say it expired due to natural causes and was taken into custody by biologists for further study. This polar bear for sure knows how to deal with human intruders. Just go with the flow. This group of beachgoers were living in a fisherman's dream when they spotted this. A school of frantic mullets that emerged out of nowhere. The only possible explanation behind this strange behavior is that there is a predator in close vicinity, probably a shark that caused the school to run away like this. Now this is what a once-in-a-lifetime experience looks like.
Oh!
These kayakers were lucky enough to come face to face and then actually pet a massive grey whale.
Oh, amazing.
Now I know it might not feel like one, but wait for it. It was in fact an incredible rescue. Despite the sea turtle continuously fighting with the guy, he did not give up. After a short walk, he was there. The guy at last dropped the turtle where it actually belonged. The beak is all that matters for the octopus. Let it be a cone, a small glass jar, or in this case, a hole in the ship. If it is wide enough to fit the beak, it will definitely be enough for them to let the octopus get through. Whatever you may do in the ocean, try never to spook a manatee, because if you do, here's what will happen.
I think that is a manatee. How freaking cool is this? Whoa!
Is there always a bigger fish in the water? There might be, but in this case, it was a bigger sea lion that just emerged to grab the fisherman's catch.
Oh, come on, dude. Oh, come on, dude.
So we all know that shouting near a sea animal only worsens things, except for this man, who lost it when spotted a whale lurking underneath his kayak.
Oh, what the hell? Holy shit.
This whale at Moreton Beach surprised the people with its insane but quite amusing maneuvers when it was spotted jumping from the water. Ocean usually holds surprises, but this time it was a pleasant one. Well, at least for the fishermen. It was actually the high tide that brought hundreds of fish to the shore. What was it? It's still not known, but these tourists sure did have one terrifying experience when they were chased by an unknown entity.
Okay, south of Lighthouse at the moment, over. We've got that other box still inside. It's really close there now.
It stopped the pursuit, but never really revealed its identity. This kayaker found himself surrounded by a group of sharks, and his only way out was to fight with the paddle. He successfully did, and came out safely. When life throws hard days at you, you do what this dolphin did. You toss them back in the most amusing way possible. Well, actually, the dolphin was sky-hoping to keep an eagle eye on its prey and potential threats. Everything was under control until the endangered sea turtle decided to take matters into its own fins by launching a bold protest against the man's boat.
So big, he's going straight under the boat.
Satisfying. I know not even a word, but it's the only way I would like to explain this moment. It was captured on Playa Linda Beach, where people witnessed the outstanding moment of the test flight of the SpaceX Falcon. Where one might expect encountering Jaws on a beach day, these people spotted something truly surreal. It was Russian space rocket debris that crashed right in front of them, and there it was, the most anticipated explosion. This half-eaten mola, aka the sunfish, was spotted in the deep by a diver. If you're wondering who did this, it's the sea lions. They're known to eat only the fins of sunfish. Nothing goes as usual when one encounters a shark in the water. I mean, look here. The shark suddenly turned upside down when it came across a tourist boat.
Is that normal? No. What is that?
Dolphins hunt in the most strategic way. First, these docile-looking mammals push the fish out of the water, and once it's done, the beach themselves to catch an easy meal on the shore. Beaches are anything but boring, and here is another clip proving it.
Yo, that's raw.
Soil liquefaction is something we have all heard of as it happens after the seismic shift of the plates. But knowing it doesn't make it any less interesting, right? So here's another guy turning the sand into a muddy trampoline. Yet another day, another mystery creature, this time orb-like wiggly creatures, caught the attention of beachgoers. Although they remained unidentified, people believe that they were Portuguese caravel eggs that often wash up on Portuguese beach. This turtle was unable to get back to the ocean, so a group of beachgoers decided to help him. After a few moments of effort, these people were able to get him back into the ocean, where marine animals usually have the impression that boats are invaders in their territory. Great whites seem to top the list.
Oh my God!
Here, a group of tourists experienced a similar moment when a shark considered it their enemy and had a small bite of it. This boy accidentally paddled over a group of manatees. And that's how they responded. A classic manatee behavior. Size doesn't matter. When it comes to sharks, because big or small, they have this built-in predatory behavior in them, and why shouldn't they?
Oh my god, the shark, Daddy!
I mean, what else could you expect from them other than an attack?
God, the shark, Daddy!
Croc handlers need to be vigilant when it comes to feeding them, because you can never predict what's going inside their wild minds. And in this case, it's who? And if you doubt my judgments, here it is a crocodile jumping to grab a drone. Yep, that lady needed to be taught a lesson, and this fish decided to be the one to do this. Covering the entire Japanese beach, these squids were not the usual ones, but actually the firefly squids. They reside deep in the ocean and hardly come to the surface. As per the biologist, it might have happened due to the upwelling phenomena, in which the deep, cold waters rise rapidly and cause the deep sea dwellers to wash ashore. Seals usually do not play with humans and are cautious of them, but this diver had to learn it the hard way. Okay, at least he learned his lesson, turning it into a blue tragedy. Thousands of alien-like jellyfish washed up on the Australian beach.
Lots of blue bottles.
Most of them were alive, waiting off the shore to be blown back into the ocean by a strong, raging tide. Turning the beach dark, millions of sea snails washed up at Fort DeSoto Beach.
That there are millions of little tiny snails that have washed up.
But the thing which troubled the onlookers was that they were all cirrus snails. These snails usually reside in flat reefs deep into the ocean and rarely come to the surface.
Some photographers and videographers actually noticed this.
And this time, it was probably the low tide which exposed them. No one can beat these swift eaters. It only takes piranhas a couple of minutes to turn a giant-sized animal into a bony carcass, and this croc will be no exception. These shouts meant only one thing, that there was a shark in the swimmer's vicinity. And that safe return was what we were all rooting for. This turtle's frantic movement around the shore brought a man to the rescue. But actually, it was for his friend who got trapped in the rocky shore. It was after several minutes of tries that the man was finally able to let go. These people witnessed the unexpected when a military boat headed straight towards the shoreline. But it did not prompt people to leave the beach. Instead, they calmly enjoyed the invasion. Yep, everyone was saved in the end. This group of friends were given the shock of their lives when they caught a shark, a catch for which they obviously were not prepared.
Oh shit! It's a shark!
It's a shark! A shark!
And I can bet that even the shark wasn't expecting such a reaction.
New dumb friends!